Big B here, heading out for a quick ride down towards Dayton and Walla Walla. Sunday afternoon. Have fun. Stay up on two.
Hey guys, Big B. Just got the bike loaded up, got some waters in, a few snacks. Gonna make a quick trip down to Blue Mountains. I'm not sure of the destination point there, but I'll be doing just a quickie little ride. It's about an hour down there or so, maybe a little longer. And I just wanted to get out of Dodge, get a chair, get a table, some eating stuff, a meal. So I'm gonna go down, cook my dinner, and ride back home. So we're headed up in the Tules here. Saw some deer bedded down back there. Good sized animals up here, obviously feeding on wheat and everything else. So I have no idea if this is a through road or a not through road. It's fairly well established to this point. I've never been here, so let's see if this leads us to some trees. Turkeys, crapping turkeys. Oh, look at there. That quail, man, he's doing 55 miles an hour. That's the most fun I had all trip. Hopefully we got some good video of that. That was really freaking cool. I'm surprised he flew down the road that far. Ended up down here in the park. I kind of went a little too far over. Oh, there's some deer on the road. Yeah, little buck, little doe. Probably brother and sister. Looking at their size, they're pretty much the same size. There they go. So I think I'm gonna stop here and as soon as I find the next little junction, I'll stop. Look at that little ranch down there in that valley. How cool is that? Here comes a motorcyclist. No signs. Birdhouse. Fenced property on both sides. The man gate, that's kind of weird place to see that. So like I say, you know, at 50 miles an hour, man, you can cover a lot of ground. Real houses up on this road so far, so I mean there's little spots like this, you know, that looks like a, I don't know what the hell that is, some kind of a usage map. I'm gonna turn around. This will be a good place to swap my battery out. So, yeah, look at that. Watch over there, see if there's a cabin or if there's a what over there. I mean, there's some markers. Looks like something they chain up. Oh, stretch my calves a little bit. So dinner is done, and gonna enjoy that here. It's cooled down really nice. Sun's kind of dropping. The only bummer about that is I'll be riding straight into it on the way home. I might hang out until it starts to get to dusk, but this is say kind of one of my homemade deals. I buy the Thrive Life product, so I buy a big, it looks like a 3-pound coffee container size of the oven roasted or broiled chicken. I can't remember what the name of it is. And I buy their corn and peas. I've also bought some of their other meats. The nice thing about Thrive Life is basically they what it is what it is. There's no additives. It's just simply freeze dried. And I just add some 5-minute rice to it, so it cooks up nice and even. And then I use my own spices, just some kind of a seasoning, an all seasoning type of deal. So this has got Himalayan salt and pepper, and I don't know what else in this thing, but what else I see in there? Organic garlic, onion, fennel, sorry, and cumin, and then pepper. So just a basic seasoning salt. It's got a good flavor to it. It's kind of what the meal looks like. Very filling, by the way. I'll be lucky if I get all the way through that. But it's a 1-pot meal, so I boil about 2 cups of water. Usually end up adding another third of a cup while it kind of cooks down. But the biggest thing is making sure that once it's boiling, once you add this stuff, you turn that heat down super, super low so that you don't burn it in the bottom of your pan, right? That's our worst nightmare when we're out, is having to figure out how we can get the crud out of the bottom of a pan when we burnt the crap out of it. So you do have to sit and watch your meals when you're cooking this, but you can see it's really, really simple. I've already washed this container. No soap. I didn't bring any soap with me down here on this little adventure, but since it was just a day trip, but it did bring enough to cook my food. This little stove, it's a APG, works really well. It's got the I think it's $40 or something like that. So the stove top itself fits down inside of this. The base for the cylinder fits in that, and if you buy the small gas container, which would be fine for a weekend, a short weekend, it'll fit inside this container as well. So then everything is inside this bag. My little bowl here, plate that I eat out of, that's pretty much it. I don't bring a lot of fresh food with me. You see the chicken's already cut up. It's broken up pretty small. So I don't have to cut that in this bowl. This dude right here fits in the top of this. This clamps in here. And then, of course, this thing folds down to 3/4 of an inch thick, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. So, kind of a self-contained mess kit. Really, the only thing I'm missing here for breakfast, I could do the same thing. I cook and boil my water, and then pour my oatmeal in here. I pretty much eat almost every meal in this container. So, that's kind of my meals in a minute. Pretty easy to do, not a lot of prep and not a lot of cleanup. I mean, personally, if I was out on a camping trip right now, it'd be finishing dinner, drinking a bottle of water or two,
and a shot of whiskey or Fireball or something, and start relaxing, winding down, and getting ready for bed. So that's it for now. Big B out.
Still gotta keep your eyes peeled out here. Look at that, isn't that pretty? They just cut this weed up through here. Off to the left, you can see the brown up there. That's wheat, that's winter wheat. So they've cut that. They're letting it sit. They'll start tilling that under here pretty soon and planting it. So here in the fall, that will get planted. That'll grow all winter long, and they'll harvest that early spring. So another little journey out here to the unknown, I guess. Kind of cruising up here. I don't know where I'm heading towards the Snake River and down the Snake River. Looks like, you know, fairly established road that should be able to go about 35. Whoa! Kind of a wild little sweep there. It's pretty out here. You know, a little different, you know. Same type of road I was on up there in the mountain, right? A little rollier. But yeah, very cool. Totally different type of scenery, but you know, we're gaining quite a bit of altitude here. Slow down here, so somebody's coming around these corners. You know, sometimes these guys running up through these areas are running a million miles an hour down these gravel roads. And the hills are rolly enough that I couldn't see them if they were coming at me in places, so you gotta be really careful. But you know, you gotta take your gravel roads wherever you can get them. Lots of com cowlers up here. Older style radar, or is that right? I think Ron C. could answer me. What's that tower up there, buddy? That's the second one of those I've seen. Pretty. I love it up here, man. Get up here to the top, we might be able to see the Snake River down here. I don't know. Maybe not. I see dust up ahead, though. I don't know if he's going the same way I am, or I can't quite see the snake out there, but I know it's this way. So we got street racers lighting them up here and racing at night.
So guys, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. It was a fun little ride. It's good to go out just kind of at the spur of the moment without really thinking about anything. Anyway, there was a little map in the beginning that was via Rever. It's pretty cool. You can kind of track what you've done and log those rides. You can actually see a little 3D shot from that they'll create as well, so you can see that. I finally made it home this night, Sunday night, about 8:30ish or something like that. It was a great ride. It's a fun day, and all I can tell you guys is just get out and have fun. Stay up on 2. Big B out.